Hi everybody, sanibonani, welcome to my channel. Igama lami Mdletshe, and on this channel siyasibuka ama-reality shows ethu ala eMzansi bese siza la sokwenza ama-reviews or ama-recaps. Siyaphinda ke futhi sikhulume ngama-celebrities nama-YouTubers ethu ala eMzansi. If it's your first time joining me today and you happen to like my content, there is a subscribe button la ngezansi kanye ne-notification bell eduze kuka-subscribe. Kodwa ke what is more important is that you watch this video until the end, okay? Anyway, you guys, there's a membership button la ngezansi. It's a join button if you want to join as a member. Also there's a thanks button. Siyabonga kakhulu ma usuke usibonga kanti futhi we appreciate very much for everybody that watches adverts and people that like the video. Every single one of those things is very important for a YouTuber's progress on YouTube. Today we are going to talk a little bit about YouTubing, but more than that, we're going to talk about money and YouTube, because listen, this is a topic that a lot of the people that want to come on YouTube want to know, you guys. Not every YouTuber is transparent when it comes to how much they make on YouTube, but I have really appreciated people that have come on YouTube and be transparent. I like Ndibuti has come out here and said, guys, there's potential for a lot of money on YouTube. This is how much I've made, which is a lot, okay? But I've also appreciated Sim's Rights. I remember the first Sim's Rights video that I saw when she was talking about revenue. She was actually sort of complaining about the fact that people think that they make a lot of money on YouTube, but she wasn't making a lot of money on YouTube. So it gave me a fair picture of, okay, there's potential to make a lot, but there's also times when you don't really make a lot. I believe that Usim's Right recently said that she's doing much better than that time, so she is making a lot more than she used to. So you guys, you know, you can judge through there, but with me, I'm going to tell you my journey through the 12 months, how much I have made here on YouTube. I started my YouTube channel last year, 2021, in June. So at the end of November, it was exactly 6 months when I got monetized. The videos that helped me to get monetized, because when I started, I was only doing Zulu books. Guys, please make sure you are subscribed to my other channel, Zulu Books by Ntando Mdletshe. Not only am I doing Zulu books, but Zulu news as well. So I'm adding that content now. I also have another channel called Raising Siposetu. I do have a child with special needs, so I show that journey, and also just other content that is more personal, so you can subscribe to that channel, you guys. So when I started, I was doing Zulu books, and then I was so intimidated by reviews, but I loved reviewing stuff. So eventually I was like, okay, let me just do the TV reviews, and I did them, and people really liked those videos. Actually, those are the videos that actually got me the 4,000 watch hours, you guys. When I say that it can take one video, it was Ntando Tembu Isencane Lengane. I think the two first videos that I did were for those reviews that took me to 1,000 subscribers and also took me to 4,000 watch hours, you guys. So kulaba bangakafiki 1,000 or 4,000 watch hours, just keep at it. You know, it might just take one video for you to get them. So at the end of November, mid-November, that's when I met the requirements, but and then I applied for monetization. Other people said that they would really love for me to go into details about the monetization process. Guys, I really wish that I had dotted down when I was doing it at that time. I think maybe when my other channel gets monetized, I will do that, because I don't have timelines as such. I just remember that when it comes to you meeting the requirements, the day you meet the requirements, when you go to that on your studio, when you go to that tab that says monetization and it hits the 1,000 subscribers, they immediately tell you can apply for YouTube partnership program. And the process to apply is actually very simple. It's a click process. Like you click here, and then you click here, and you click here, and you click here, and then you go to the part where you enter your banking details and all of that. No, I think that you do after. Okay, so and then they tell you, okay, you have applied, and now we need to review your channel, because obviously the fact that you have made 4,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers doesn't mean that automatically you're accepted into the program. It means they have to review your channel. So you have to make sure that your channel is clean, you guys, when you reach that point. Clean meaning it's your own content, you know, it's not reused content, because then if they find that kind of content in your channel, it might actually they might not accept you, because maybe your 4,000 hours is made of other people's content on your channel, you know. So then they review your channel, and then I think like the following day I got an email to say they've reviewed my channel. Now I am monetized. I went into my channel, the dollar signs were there. Not all my videos fully monetized, like some of them had a yellow dollar sign. There was one video I had spoken about women abuse. At the time I wasn't really aware of how much, you know, YouTube restricts in the Baye language and all of that. And I can't remember the other one. I think I had music. It was like a, but I wasn't doing vlogs at the time. I don't know, but there were like 2 or 3 videos, but I was like, who cares? Well, it's already views that are gone. So moving forward, I was just going to work at it. And then after that, you guys, I got monetized. Even that November, that 2 weeks in November, I did make a little bit of money. And remember, you guys, it's very important to set to manage your expectations when it comes to YouTube, because I set my expectations I manage them very well. Like I say, I always say, I had set up that for me I'm gonna take 2 years to get to meet the requirements for YouTube, and then I counted, I was like, maybe another year before I start making money. So for me, even in November, to make even 100 rand was like, I didn't think I was gonna make money so quick. So even that November, but for some reason, when I go back on my records to try and see how much I made that November, because I wanted you to see how much I made in those 2 weeks, I cannot see it, you guys. It doesn't show anymore. I don't know how I have to do it here, so it doesn't show. Okay, so okay, I will give you at the end the total amount of how much I have made on YouTube as a total, and if you add it up, there are people that actually make that amount in just 1 month. So okay, so let's start now. So I got monetized in November, and then I started, obviously my video started making a lot of money. That December, you guys, I actually made good money for somebody who had just gotten monetized. I've heard YouTubers saying there isn't a lot of money on YouTube in December, but I've also heard YouTubers that say that there's a lot of money in December. I think there's potential to make a lot of money in December, because I did make some money in December. And also there was a week when I wasn't really making videos because I was back at home around Christmas and all that, but I still felt like I made some money in December. So in December of 2021, you guys, I don't know if you're ready, okay? Here's the thing that was making me nervous about making this video. I was excited because there are people that are going to see these videos and say, definitely I'm coming to YouTube. But I also was nervous in terms of, I don't want this video to be discouraging for anybody, because there are so many factors that you need to look at in terms of knowing if when you come here you are going to make money or not, you guys. So consider my niche, you guys. I do gossip, but I am focused on TV reviews, and not all the reviews get a lot of views, because we are paid based on views. It's important to watch our videos, but it's not that we are paid on views. We are paid on views who view adverts. So you understand. So there are stories, mina, that I don't do, that abantu who do mainly umgosi do, because sometimes the story, when it doesn't interest me, it's very difficult for me to do that story. You know what I mean? So consider that. Also, when I'm done with this video, go on my channel and press videos and look at, just scroll through and look at how my views look like, you know, and this is why I made this much. And then go on my peers here on YouTube and look at their views, because then you can get an idea of how much people are making, provided that their viewers are actually watching the adverts, you guys. So then you can judge for yourself, okay, I can do exactly what Ntando does, or I can do this because this seems like you get a lot of views. You understand what I'm saying? So there's a lot of factors that go into how much a person makes here on YouTube. So in December, you guys, I made a revenue of 5,882 rand 32 cents. That was in December 2021, you guys. Like I said, that was very surprising for me, because I had heard that December didn't have a lot of money, but also there was a time when I actually didn't work, like for a week or so, that I didn't work in December. Now, you guys, of course, when you apply for monetization, and then there's that process where you wait for the PIN to verify your account. Okay, so in this, even though I made a little bit of money in November, I made a bit of money in December. I didn't get that money in December because the December money you're supposed to get on the 21st of January. I did not because I was waiting for the PIN. So, but what I did was that I kept requesting the PIN until the 3 times of requesting the PIN ran out, and then I did that process where they say you can verify your account without the PIN, verify your AdSense without the PIN. And there's a lady here, a South African lady, she does ama TV reviews, you guys. She's got a video that takes you through. I was looking for it recently actually, and I couldn't find it. I need to find it, and that takes you through how to confirm your account without using a PIN after you had requested it 3 times. So I did that process, it worked out. So now I was waiting for my money. But then what had happened was that another thing that I think YouTubers need to do, check with your bank what is the process of receiving international payments, because I just put my banking details in there, and when I checked with my bank after the payment was made but it wasn't appearing in my account, they were like, no, there's this form that you need to fill in if you are going to be receiving international payments and all of that. I ended up changing the bank account to Capitec. Capitec seems to be simpler. Their process, you just put the banking details there and the money comes in. So banks don't work the same. Check with your bank how they receive it. So there was a delay in me receiving the payment because of the PIN, but even after I had confirmed the PIN, there was a delay in receiving November. I think it was November, December and January payment, because now they had paid it into my bank account, but the bank didn't receive the payment. I think it took like 20 days for the payment to go back to them. I actually received my February payment before my January, December and November payment because of the delay with the bank, because by the time Feb payment came, I had already changed my banking details. So those are all of the things that you need to make sure that they are sorted before you actually move on ahead and wait for the money. By the time you wait for the money, make sure all of that is sorted. The PIN thing, because the PIN ifika ngo April. I would have been demonetized by that, because they have a limited time. If you don't confirm your account, then they can demonetize you. So I had been paid like 3-4 times before, and then the PIN was there in the office. Okay, here's another thing I want to mention when it comes to the PIN, you guys. I found out that when you put your address where they are going to deliver the PIN, make sure the address is written exactly the way that the post office writes it. Don't just write the street address and then the house and the whatever, write it exactly like Google it. How does post office write address, or go to the post office and ask them. If it's not the same, next day PIN yakho lapho uyayibona imali yakho lapho YouTube uyakhombisa every day how much you've made, and you're like, ngabe nge-KFC. Now I can't. Okay, so in why am I doing February before January? Okay, let me do January. So I told you about December now. So in January, you guys, okay, it's pity January, we're coming back and as the school and all of that. And also I am thinking, since I made 5,000 in December, I'm probably gonna make 5,000. Kupkon. Kupkon. In January 2022, I made 2,904 rand 21 cents. Listen, you guys, that money did something in my life. Okay, this was January, but obviously I got that money end of Feb, you guys. So that's what I made in January with ispiti sika January. Imali ku YouTube, you guys, ikhona, but iyasetshenziswa. Be clear with that, okay? Iyasetshenziswa. And I think the first year, for those who are new, use your first year to figure out a strategy on how you are going to make money on YouTube. Because if you know how to make 1,000 rand on YouTube, then you can figure out how to make 2,000 rand. How many videos do I need to post for me to make the 1,000 rand? So if I want 10,000 rand, how many videos do I need to post? How many views do I need to post, really? How many views do I need to get really to get that money? Now in February 2022, I made 3,443 rand 43 cents. Okay, I was like, that is not bad. Every month, that's what they earn in their job. Also, you guys, I don't know. It depends how you look at this. I'm working, you guys. I have a full-time job, so I do have a salary. So for my basic needs are covered with my salary. When I get this money, it's extra for me. But I also imagine somebody that doesn't have a job, that this money will actually make a lot of difference in their lives. It just depends how you look at it, you know. But I also understand that somebody they will look at this and be like, "Ha, imali encane kangaka, never." Okay, that was February. And then in March, you guys, in March I expected to go down, because in March this is the month that I had my umembe. So remember, I took breaks because we were preparing. And then even that week when the event was taking place, I didn't even think I was gonna make this much. But my God has always been, okay, YouTube doesn't pay if you make less than $100. YouTube doesn't pay you, so you have to make sure that at least you make $100. So that month I was like, okay, let me just make sure I make $100. And then after that I was busy with my stuff, because it was the remember, so, and we had the engagement parts. It was just a lot and then, so in March, this is how much I made. But in my, okay, so there was an amount I made in November, December, January, which made around 9,000 something in total, which is that payment that they made and had to be returned for them to make it. That was 9,000. So in the first paycheck that I should have received should have been for 9,000 rand, but I received the 3,000 that was for February because it came before the 9,000. But in actual facts, the first payment they made to me was 9,000, and then the next one was 3,000. I don't know if you guys understand that. Okay. So now in March, 1,753 rand 62 cents. That was just the minimum. I made exactly $100, and there was them converting the $100 to Irandi, and this is how much I got on that month, you guys. So then I started thinking, you know what, it's not bad to get 1,700 rand a month. It's not bad. I can go to KFC. I can buy myself, you know, I'm a cosmetics or something. I can give it to my kids as pocket money. It's not bad. But I wanted to have goals now, like, what do I want to do? But I didn't want to set goals that would put so much pressure on myself that I would start not enjoying YouTube. So I was like, okay, I just want this amount every month to increase, even if it increases by $100. Figure 20k. One day is 20k. But I just wanted every month to see some progress. So whatever, however I worked the previous month, I looked at it, okay, how do I improve it this month? YouTube is very easy to trace your progress, because they will tell you, like, they have in your analytics, they tell you, okay, the way you are working ngomhla 2 December, it looks like uzokwenza 2 rand. They have an estimated revenue there. The way you are going, it looks like uzokwenza 2 rand in 28 days. You see what I mean? So you can say, okay, I need to pick up, because I'm not going to be able to make my goal. Yeah, you see what I mean? So it guides you in that way. So I started feeling like, okay, I want to be able to make a little bit more every month, even if it's 100. Like in my mind, that's what even if it's just 100 rand that I make. So in April, I made 2,113 rand 1 cent. Okay, we won that 1 cent. It's our cents. So I made that. I was happy with it because it was better than the 1,700. So moving on to May, of course, I'm still having that thing. I just wanted to increase, okay? And then in May, I made 3,145 rand 07 cents, okay? So 3,145 rand 7 cents in May, which went up from the 2,000. So I was happy. Okay? And the thing is, it's very nice. What's nice about YouTube for me is that my payday is the 20th. So payday, like, I'm a David Otto go and say, I got the email YouTube says at least is over this kalanya this man. And then in June, you guys, that's the month that everybody was like, what the hell is happening with YouTube? Hey, ngisebenzile June njena, hey, I don't know. I feel like YouTube club usazobuya uthi no, June we made a mistake. I feel like June I was like, I was like double the videos I had made in May. The views were good, but I'm like, hey, but where's the income? Guess what I made? 1,007. I made the minimum 1,789 rand. I was like, ha. And this the kind of things can discourage you. That's why my goal is there mustn't be a month where I don't get paid, because I don't want to find myself not ever feeling discouraged on YouTube. But just manage your expectations, you guys. So it was still some few rands, okay. Okay, and then we move on to July. I think July, then we got back to like normal. I felt like in July I worked just as much as I worked in June, but I made a little bit more. This June just didn't make sense on YouTube. I don't want to lie, it did not make sense on YouTube. Like, you'd be working and then you wake up the next day, it's like, how 50 rand up. So in July, had June been normal on YouTube, I probably would have made a little bit more than maybe like 4,000 rand and something, and then July would have picked up. But I just feel like something happened in June that just stalled everything. I don't know, maybe it's all in our minds, it didn't happen, but I had other creators having the same complaint about June. So in July, I made 3,052 rand, 35 rand. Like, I was happy that it wasn't the minimum that it was in June, you guys. So I'm happy about that. Okay, and then in August I made, which is a little bit more than July, 3,552 rand 18 cent. That is how much I made in August. Okay, which is not bad. But at this point I was starting to feel like, okay, I've had enough of 3,000. Okay, can we move up now? And also, you guys, mind you, keep in mind, I do work full-time. When I say full-time, I work Monday to Friday, 8 o'clock to 4:30. I have to find time to make videos in the morning. I have to find time to make videos at night. So I could easily make a lot on YouTube. I don't want to lie to you. If I woke up and sat here and produced videos, 20K, here I come. So I can definitely see how I could get there. But I really have, and even weekend, sometimes I try and work a lot on weekend, but sometimes you have stuff to do, sometimes you're tired, you know, because you do work, you guys. Sometimes I have stress from work that makes me not really be able to do the videos, you guys. And then so did I say in August? Yes, 3,552 rand 18 cent. And then in September, okay, I was like, I'm tired of 3,000, but 3,000, I was like, we are not tired of you. So in September again, I made 3,526 rand 26 rand 50 cents. Okay, in September. Can't be, how was September looking like? I don't know. I think picking up after June, after the discouragement got June, and picking up after that was really, really hard. But I tried to not let it discourage me in any way and just work just as much. Okay. And then October, which was really like my birthday month. I don't know if they gave me a bonus because it was my birthday. Maybe they realized, this one needs an extra money. But October worked out very well, you guys. It worked out very well. I think it was the beginning of Ntando Nestembu. People were waiting and shares about Ntando Nestembu. So when we did our videos, Ntando Nestembu, people just were excited, went and watched those videos. What else happened in October? I don't know what else happened in October, but something happened that was different in my channel. So I ended up making 6,708 rand. It's the first time ever saying the word 6. 6 on YouTube, okay? 708 rand 64 rand. Listen, YouTubers that are just coming, work. You know, work, because if you haven't made half of the money that you want to make at the end of the month on the 15th, you're not gonna make it. It has happened to me, unless you have another strategy out there, you know. So this is the month, this is the highest. Actually, it's even higher than November. But I will tell you why November is not as high as this. So last month I made 6,708 rand. I was like, okay, we can get to 10K. Okay, we can get to 10K. Listen, you guys, there's another YouTuber I was watching, I think it was Gossip Cafe, that's who said that his first paycheck on YouTube was 6,708 rand. So you guys can see how different it can be for different people. here on YouTube, because I only got 6,000. How many months later? You know, 10 months later, I'm getting 6,000. He said that his first paycheck was 6,708 rand. So you can see it's different, you guys. It just depends. You might come out here and just make 20K on your first month, you know. And okay, and then YouTube reports income 2 days in arrears. So today, it's the second. So obviously the income here, it's up until the 30th. So in the amount I'm gonna give you, imali engenzi izolo, and the money I've made today, it's not gonna be in this amount. Okay, so in November, but this amount I'm going to get it on the 21st of. This is a thing that confuses new YouTubers as well. This amount is already there. It says in November you made 5,698 rand 3 cent. Okay, I made this amount in November, but this amount will be paid to me on the 21st of December. And then depending on the transaction in my bank, I might get it on the 22nd or 23rd. Usually the 23rd, I usually get it with Capitec. Other banks less time, other banks more time. So that's how much I've made here in November. I have no idea, guys, how December is gonna go. I'm just gonna work as hard as possible. There's gonna be a time where I'm going to go home, and I wish that in this video I had December as well, because I do think December has a difference. And this is my second December. I did make it. I mean, if you think about it, guys, I made 5,600 now in November. Last year, 2021 December, I made 5,000. Gisaqala monetize. So there is potential for me to make a lot of money in December, but also I'm managing my expectations, because other YouTubers have said that December they really struggle. When it's December, people are not watching the videos. They usually don't make a lot. So we're going to see, you guys. So this is the journey, Yagwa YouTube. There's a lot of factors you need to look at. The niches are different, the way that we are paid are different, the countries. Listen, when I watch American YouTubers, like I watch 2 seconds of the average and I skip, because I've seen how much they're getting paid. Okay, they get paid like 20 times what we get paid. Their rate is so much better than we are. So when you hear YouTubers say America beats mama millionaire, it's because really they you can be like in America. I will be making a lot of money right now, so it's different. So there's that to look at. Also, you guys, don't assume just because I have 10,000 subscribers, I am making more than a person that has 2,000 subscribers. I call on YouTube. There are YouTubers here on YouTube that I know that if they are monetized already, they're probably making more than me, because I've seen their views. Their views are crazy. So there are people that I have 1,000, like maybe 1,200 subscribers that make way more than this. There are people that maybe have more subscribers than me and they're not posting as much, maybe make less than me. It's just create your own strategy if you want to come on YouTube, but do not get discouraged to come on YouTube, because you could come and just like make 50K a month. Okay. Anyway, you guys have been asking for this video for a while, and I'm very excited that finally I got to do it with you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ntando.